Hey everybody, your good friends and humble hosts, Jeff with the G,
and Jesika with a K.
You are watching
Couple Beers.
Today we're going to be trying out some beers from Karl Strauss Brewing Company, featuring, we're going to be trying the Tower 10 IPA, and then the Isomerizer. I'll never get the name. So let's get pouring. Love that sound. Here we go.
Wow, look at that color.
That looks great.
It's got a slight haze.
Okay.
Ample foam.
Ooh, yeah, very golden yellow.
Golden.
Very like blonde almost. Alright, I can't wait to smell that. That's gonna be good.
Looks good.
Alrighty, that looks great. Now let's try this Isomerizer. Can opening's not as nice of a sound as the beer bottle, but that's alright.
There we go.
There we go.
Look at that color. Wow, look at that foam.
Very good looking foam. This is a thicker foam, man. Very cool. Alrighty. Wow, these look great. As much as I want to start the tasting process, why don't we go into a little history about Karl Strauss Brewing Company.
Originally started in San Diego, they now have breweries all across Southern California. Founded by Chris Kramer and Matt Rathner, two college buddies inspired by brewpub Chris came upon while backpacking through Australia. With the help of Chris's cousin, master brewer Karl M. Strauss, on February 2nd, 1989, the Karl Strauss Brewing Company opened its doors in downtown San Diego.
And then a special note, if any nerds are watching this, that's actually the home of San Diego Comic-Con, so you might have seen that when you were cosplaying around town or in between panels.
Tower 10 is named in honor after lifeguard Tower 10 in the late 1980s at Mission Beach, where the founders grew up plants in their brewery.
Oh, cool. You know, we usually like to try their, let's say like kind of a staple beer from a brewery and then one of their more wild ones, which you can guess by the label on this. Karl Strauss Brewery Company isn't kind of ringing any bells. Maybe you'll know their most popular beer, which is the Red Trolley Ale. That's actually a very decent beer, but it's not an IPA, so we're not doing it on this season. But if you have tried it, let us know what you think, and if you want to see us try it, let us know in the comment section. So this is kind of their standard IPA. I'd say the most popular IPA. Seems like it, yeah. So this is an homage to their history, so it better be pretty good. Right? Are we at the good part, the fun part now?
Yes, we are. All right.
Yes.
Let us start with Tower 10.
All right, Tower 10. Okay, here we go. That's good.
Smells nice.
Yeah, right, the grapefruit. Tower 10 is a classic West Coast style IPA. If you're unfamiliar with that term, like, oh, what does West Coast mean? That means our West Coast style beers are basically very hoppy. They're gonna be like hops forward. They're also gonna be fruity. Mainly like, they'll throw in some crazy fruits. Mainly you're gonna see a lot of grapefruit though, with kind of that citrus. So like fruity citruses. You could get some malts in there, like, cause malts always, it's an important part of the beer, right? Important component. But they're definitely not the forefront. West Coast style IPAs are super hoppy, fruity, really bold. I don't know, you'd think that being hot on the West Coast of the beach, you would not want something super dry and bitter, but...
That's true. I want something refreshing.
Yeah, apparently we love it, and we can't get enough of it over here. Alright, let's dig in, yeah. That is a nice, clean IPA. Ooh, I'm getting the, sorry, I'll take one more gulp, and then I'll pass it to you. Sorry, I always hog it. Okay, definitely a West Coast style. A lot of hops in the beginning. Getting the citrus, really good amount of citrus. The grapefruit, again, we call it, the grapefruit's so popular with IPAs, it just really blends well. Like, nobody likes eating grapefruit, but, ooh, damn, does it work well for beers. Okay, that is solid.
It's got a creamy mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, I'd say mouthfeel. Like, flavor-wise, you're not creamy. Yeah, maybe that's kind of a thing with the Karl Strauss Brewery. They're really, like, the texture of it. Because I'm noticing, like, the foams, they're very velvety.
Velvety, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I just really like this. I'm getting a lot of the citruses with this in a good way. Yeah, it's dry and bitter, but again, West Coast style. I think
It's got that
kind of
dry finish.
a little pine in there.
Try it
Okay,
again.
that's cool. Yeah, I like that. So right off the bat, haven't compared it with this one yet, but I would say
It's good.
Tower 10 is a solid beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's try.
All right, let's move on. So this one, I don't know what's going on. This foam is, I want to go like snowboarding on it or something.
Fresh
or-
pawpaw.
Yeah, it's like, have a spoon. Almost looks like kind of like ice cream or something. Like this is like, that is a creamy mouthfeel. This looks like cream. Way more fruity than the last one.
Ooh, definitely citrusy.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, a
wow,
little
that's-
citrus, but more of like
that's
a
good, yeah.
tropical
Mm.
island. Hey, my shirt. Yeah, like,
Oh, there you go.
let's go to Hawaii.
Very zesty smell. to it,
Yeah,
I'd
there's
say.
a zest. I like it. I'm ready to try it. Can't stop smelling. That's good. It smells really good. Wow, is this an IPA? This is very, very smooth. I'd say it tastes very similar to the way it smells. As in, like, sometimes you'll smell a beer. It doesn't really taste like it smells. This one, I'd say it's very in
Wow,
line.
wow.
Like, what you smell is what you get
Yeah.
in a good way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's light. It's
That is light.
yeah. I can definitely taste the zest, the grapefruit. Ooh,
Yeah, okay.
It's not
I'd
as
say
bitter.
that's the grapefruit is probably the only thing in common between these two.
yeah.
This isn't bitter
It's
like
not,
at all.
It's not bitter at all. It's lighter. This one, the Tower
Oh
10.
yeah, I'm getting the zest now.
This
Yeah.
one, the Tower 10, it's a little more bitter. This one,
Yeah, this one I'd say is very like I want to say like safe IPA, but very like strong flavor profile for the IPA like vein. You know, for that avenue.
it's their
This could-
flagship
yeah,
IPA.
If an IPA was a freeway, this could merge on there and speed along with the rest of them. This one, I feel like they'd be like, "Hey, what the heck are you doing here? Get over in your lane." So I think this is a good time to talk about. I want to
like
drink more.
this.
That's very refreshing.
like
Yeah, I
this
like that a
one.
lot.
Me too.
I really like that. Yeah, let me try this one again just to double check though.
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't mind drinking that Tower 10. I almost think we both like this one a little more though. That's interesting. Usually I'm like, big, strong man, like strong flavors. So I like that, but ooh, there's something delicate about this one. I like that. Maybe why we like this and this is such a
Why?
dynamic flavor is when we were researching these beers, apparently that is a process, like looking this up, it kind of unlocked a whole scientific strain, I guess, of what goes into the beer making process. And basically the bitterness in the hops are basically this and found in the resin of the hop flower, and it's called the alpha acids. And apparently when you boil them, you get to a rolling boil, in that process it turns into iso alpha acids.
Okay, wow.
Right? And again, like this, I had to kind of like call it quits. I was like, this is going to be a whole video in itself. Like, there's a whole like, there's a like a, what a barometer, like a whole like term for the actual like particle, like the amount in there, like the ppm level.
Yeah.
Really fascinating stuff.
But
it
if
was,
you want to dive into it,
dive
look
in it.
this beer up.
So it kind of almost sounded like every beer goes into that process.
Okay.
But like I think that might be the difference where, because the alpha acid is what gives it the bitter flavor, and IPAs are like hops like the Hulk. I don't know why.
It's known for its bitterness for sure. Yeah.
Right. So that process, but I think it's almost like this transforming it to the iso acidic or the iso alpha acids is what gives it a little more of like a gentle feeling, almost kind of like toasted malts versus like malts, like kind of the roasting, if that makes sense. Okay, so again, we're not scientists, but I am curious about that, and it seems that's my kind of theory of how that's working, because there's something smooth about this one that's not getting there. Like
it's
this,
light.
right? Yeah. So
Let's try it.
yeah, try them one more time. Let's try them. All right, switch it up. That one's a good one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Well, let's try this one.
Yeah, I'd say the grapefruit is what carries between those two. They have some similarities.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of how breweries will have like kind of signature flavors.
Yeah, that's the word.
Right?
It's like it's their signature style.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, this is really light. It's not.
I think we need to change them. I think she likes that one more than this one.
I do actually like this one a little more than the Tower 10, to be honest. It's not too bitter. I think that's mainly for me. For an IPA beer tasting show, surprisingly, I like it with less bitter.
Yeah, that's a very... So let's say if you're not too into IPAs, I think this Isomizer would be a really great bridge, yeah, or just option for you. Definitely, no, it's a good, if you want to like go down the IPA train, maybe this is a better way to start than going crazy West Coast style.
Exactly. I definitely wouldn't go for a really bitter one like this one, but this is a real IPA beer.
So this is definitely a West Coast style IPA, and you know, we like it here. If you enjoy your IPAs, you're gonna like this one. So if you see this in a bar, definitely pick it up. It's a good option for you. Tower 10, easy to remember the name. 10 out of 10 IPA.
Oh, that's good.
This one is a very good option for those that aren't super into IPAs. Definitely smoother. Definitely some very good flavors. This is more experimental. So let's say if you've kind of, you know, you love your IPAs, but you kind of want to try something new. I'd say that the Isomizer.
Worth the try.
Yeah.
For sure.
So what's funny is a friend of ours actually told us, you know, I want to see you try a beer you don't like. So when we were picking out the beers for this season, Karl, if you're watching, forgive me. All right, just wait. Let me finish. Okay. We've tried Karl Strauss beers.
Yeah, we
in the past.
we went to the downtown San Diego
brewery, yeah. And I felt bad. I was like, you know what? I just don't like Karl Strauss beers.
Yeah, I think that was when you were really, really into IPA too.
Yeah, so. I was in, and this was kind of a few years ago. I'd say before the whole IPA boom. So. And, you know, I was trying them, and it was
we tried a lot of them too.
Yeah, we did beer fights there, and it was. I just didn't like. There wasn't one that grabbed me, right? You remember that? And I was like, I think I just don't like Karl Strauss. So when my friend told me, like, yeah, I want to see you try some beers you don't like, I was like, well, you got an episode coming up you're gonna like. So.
But yeah, after trying it again.
Yeah, I will say, Karl, you've turned me around. I'm very happy to admit that I was wrong. Okay.
That's good to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, a man can only admit when he's wrong and ask for more beer.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
That's good. Very good. Wow, I think that about wraps it up. Again, I'd say I'll be the first one to say I didn't think I was gonna like these beers, and I know it's weird to say that, but we wanted to give variety in the show. Yeah. I thought it'd be cool to give them another try, and definitely have turned me around. I can wholeheartedly recommend both of these beers for IPA lovers. Surprisingly, I think we would both recommend this one a little more.
I like it a lot.
Right? I like it too. Sometimes when you see these kind of like crazy, the whole trend in IPAs lately is kind of like, oh, throw some wacky stuff in there, make it super strong. Oh, we forgot to mention that too. Both of these beers are actually a 7.0 alcohol, so 7%. Yeah, so that's good. Perfect standard. That's the new standard for IPAs.
Not too high.
Right? So you're safe percentage-wise either way. I was really impressed with this Isomizer. I think that was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't sure. I thought I'd be like, you know, I'm gonna like their go-to Tower 10.
They actually did win the 2016 Mid-Size Brewing Company of the Year.
Oh, nice.
Which I think it was the year that we went.
Okay, so they haven't. Oh yeah. They're like, we just won an award. You're gonna like these beers, and I was like, I felt bad. Right. But again, you know what? Maybe I didn't get a Tower 10. Maybe they should have given me that. Let us know what you guys think of Karl Strauss Brewery in the comments, or Karl Strauss Brewing Company. Sorry. Let us know what you think of their beers in the comments. If there's some of their beers you think we should try, let us know. We'd love to give them a try. Again, I'm back on the Karl team. I'm back on Team Karl. So, yeah, good on you. I can say they deserve their medals. And I look forward. I really want to go and try some of their beers again because, you know, maybe I was the amateur at that time. I was starting my beer adventure. many
It's
years
true.
ago, and they've been around for a long time.
A long
But,
time, yeah. For sure.
So thank you guys very much for watching. We hope you enjoy the beers you're drinking. Again, if there's a brewery you want us to try in the future, let us know. Otherwise, thank you for watching.
Couple beers.
Cheers, Muffin.
So what are we drinking next?
Next, we are going to be, I think it'll be our final episode for the season too. Yeah, but we'll see you then. So for our last episode of the season, we're going to be trying some beers from
Firestone Walker Brewery, the Eldorado Propagator Limited Release, and the Union Jack IPA. See you next time.